Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So New Mexico's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage. And I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
In the red area, it's Sanders. Pirouettes away from the defense. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After run, now throw. Looking for the score. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense comes out, and they'll take over for the first time in this one. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Vegas. Fires to the middle. And is knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Tackle is made at the 37. And that's a first down for the offense.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
from the red zone, looking for a space. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Dropping back, it's Vegas. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Direct snap. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The run from the shotgun. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
He's tackled at the 31. Third down coming.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A first down run on the doorstep. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Lobos are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Still on his feet. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Now, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
On the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
That means the score. Tulsa 10, New Mexico 10.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Watkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the Lobos have this offense rolling. He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They've got the screen set up. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 2nd and goal. They move the tight end all over. Trying to get in the end zone again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Vegas. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
2nd down coming up.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Dampier trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
And the Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the first.
Using his legs, it's Watkins. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lagas. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That means New Mexico 24, Tulsa 14.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Dropping back, it's Vegas. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
The Lobos will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. They go to the draw. On the move is the 30. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Vegas. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The pocket starts to collapse. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Vegas. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 8.
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the run, it's Sanders. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Trying to beat him to the left. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Lobos! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Powers through. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Vegas. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Looking for room, it's Sanders. Oh, what a move! They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
New Mexico, 34. Tulsa, 21.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter right there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Vegas. He finds his man. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benjamin. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll just keep slinging it. On target. Touchdown, Tulsa! What a catch and run for 6.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
New Mexico, 37, Tulsa, 28.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Second down.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Vegas. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?